So look, guys, a lot of you have been self-improving, right? You've been getting in the gym, you've been getting that masculine body, you've been getting that masculine attitude that a lot of us were lacking because maybe we grew up in single parent households with only a mother. I'm not talking about me specifically, I'm just talking in general, or maybe you didn't have the best male figure, you didn't have the strongest male figure, so you were lacking that masculinity, right? Now you're self-improving. Now you're getting your little body on point, right? You pumping little weights, you feeling yourself, you smelling yourself, you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're looking more grown, right? Maybe you got your attitude is a little more not strict, right? But a little more masculine, okay? It has a little more edge to it. It doesn't mean, and when I say masculinity, do not misconstrue it with being an a-hole or a douchebag, right? Being masculine is being fair, but also being stern when need be, right? That's all it is. You're not gonna rage on people for no apparent reason, but when the time comes, you're gonna kind of have rules and boundaries, and you getting yourself together. You even looking more handsome, you looking more attractive. You're getting looks from chicks that wouldn't have gave you the time of day previously, right? Females break their damn and breaking their neck trying to look at you like, oh, okay, I see him. I see Joe Schmo over there getting, he's something different about him. There's something different about him aside from him getting his physicality up. Something about his persona, something about his demeanor has a little bit of edge. Okay. With all that being said, fellas, do not think just because you self improved and just because you found your masculinity that you're going to get more chicks. A lot of guys think this. This is a misnomer. This is a misconception. Now, will you get more than what you're getting in better quality? Of course, right? Of course. But if you think you're just gonna be getting them left, and you think every chick is gonna be down with it, then you're mistaken, because the fact of the matter is there's a good majority of women that cannot handle masculinity. They don't want to be under that masculine control, and it is what it is. It's the truth. It happens, right? Some women love being under that masculine leadership, and but there's some that don't. Okay, and I'm gonna get into it. This is Tarek Talks, and we're gonna be talking about the truth of the matter, right? So, a lot of chicks, especially, right, especially the type that kind of didn't have a father figure growing up, or saw weak men coming in and out of her life, or saw different men coming in and out of her life that really didn't care much about her, because let's just be honest, the whole single mother thing, it's a huge thing within Western civilization, right? So a lot of these young ladies, they see different guys coming in and out. They don't really respect none of these guys, right? They don't really look at them as a strong figure, as a strong, solid figure. Or she didn't never really seen a solid masculine figure at all in her life, right? And the ones she did see, her mother was kind of demeaning towards them, and her mother kind of told her things like, "Hey, all men are trash. All these dudes are gonna break your heart like they did me." So it's kind of like a programming for them to kind of look down on men, right? So a lot of these chicks, they kind of want that masculinity, but at the same time, when they do encounter a guy that's really masculine, they can't handle it. They're not going to be able to handle it, and that's just the god honest truth. Only in their later years are they going to really appreciate it like that, because a lot of these chicks just they see the pattern, right? They're going to repeat the pattern. It's a vicious cycle. They jump from guy to guy to guy to guy, and a lot of these dudes have no kind of they're not the best quality of guys, right? They really have no morals, have no standards. These guys don't really have any standards them damn selves. So the chick never, a lot of these chicks have never heard the word no. Okay, they've never heard the word no. Or the chick just all her life dealt with guys that were kind of simpy, right? Or that's the type of guys she's been exposed to, because let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, the roles are kind of starting to reverse. A lot of these guys are soft as hell, and a lot of these chicks are very uh, have a very masculine demeanor about them. So the roles have changed. A lot of guys, man, they're afraid to say anything nowadays. So they suppress that masculinity because they're just afraid. You got all types of stuff, cancel culture, Me Too, all this stuff going against guys. So a lot of these young boys, and add to that, they don't really have a father figure, right? It's not only with women, it's detrimental to young boys too, so they don't have that positive role model, that positive masculine figure. So, they grow up being weak as hell and letting a lot of these chicks run over them, right? So the thing about it is a lot of these chicks deal with these type of guys, right? A lot of them are dealing with men that don't have no boundaries, don't stand up for themselves, and quite frankly act a little feminine. Okay, they're more on a softer side. They really don't have that masculine presence about them, meaning they don't have that edge, right? They really don't stand up to themselves. They're kind of lost in life, I guess, and they don't have any kind of hobbies or anything like that. They don't hit the gym. Not saying the gym is the end all be all, because I know a lot of guys, they get pissed off when I say that. It's not the end all be all, fellas, but I'm gonna tell you this, man. Being physically active, whether it's the gym or go taekwondo, mixed martial arts, skateboarding, whatever it is, that is going to help you out a lot. Because a lot of these guys are kind of soft, right? Not saying I'm some kind of freaking super duper, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that crap at all, but a lot of these guys are very soft physically and mentally. Okay. So when, a lot of when these chicks, they come in contact with a guy that's a little more masculine, right? And when I say masculine, here's what I mean, has boundaries, okay, comes with boundaries, comes with rules, comes with some kind of, enforces some kind of structure. A lot of these chicks are not going to like it because they're going to feel like they're being quote unquote controlled. And this is where you hear a lot of these chicks talking about, oh, he's controlling, he's a narcissist. They be using these type of terms and stuff. And what that trend, not saying that they don't have a point when they call some guys the N word. And I'm not talking about that N word. I'm talking about narcissists, right? And I feel like I be getting demonetized for even saying that word. So they call guys the N, the narco. I'm gonna just say narco. Not saying that some of them don't have a point, but some of them use that word as sort of like a deflection of, oh, he's not letting me do what I want, and he's putting a damper on my thought lifestyle. And that's, in harsh terms, that's kind of what it is. A lot of these chicks have no guidance, and unfortunately these are the type of chicks that are going to be single for probably the rest of their lives. You feel me? Probably the rest of their lives, because they're the guys that they deal with are just men that have no kind of boundaries, no kind of nothing going on. They just are kind of let her do her whatever she wants and stuff like that. And the guys that do come in that have some kind of rules and boundaries, she's not gonna like that. She's not gonna like that. She's not gonna like him kind of telling her uh, things that he doesn't approve of, because a lot of guys do not tell chicks no. Guys, there's chicks out there that have never heard the word no. They've never heard a guy tell them no. They've always heard yes. And with a guy that is masculine and a guy that kind of doesn't really give a damn what the outcome is, because he's got stuff going on, right? And that's another thing too. A lot of these chicks are kind of threatened with a man that has a lot of stuff going on besides her. A lot of these a lot of these chicks want a guy that's like super obsessed with them, and he's got to call me every 10 minutes, or he's not really that into me and stuff. I can't count how many IG memes and all that dumb stuff I've seen of chicks being like, "Oh, if he don't hit you up every 10 minutes, and if he doesn't send you roses every 10 minutes, and all that corny stuff, then get another one." We see all these chicks. Oh, I'll just cut him off. Translation once again: the guy wasn't. he had other stuff going on, and he wasn't going for that nonsense. He wasn't going for that giving her attention nonsense. So she cut him off, quote unquote. And this is the case. This is the case a lot of the times, right? This is the case a lot of times because men that are quote unquote high value, and when I say high value, I know the late Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. He popularized that term, and when I say high value, I'm not really talking about money wise. Okay. Now, even though some of these guys might be financially good because they're out there hustling, I'm talking about value as in your morals, high value wise as in your morals. A lot of these guys, they're not going to put up with that nonsense that a lot of these chicks try to come across, because what a lot of these chicks will try to do is they'll try to be thotties while being in a relationship, right? They still want to be single and be in a relationship at the same time. See, that's the thing about it. They want to do single people stuff, like, I don't like, you know what I'm saying, go out every single night half naked and come home at 3 in the morning and have male friends, ridiculous stuff like that. And they get these guys that tell them, hell nah. They're like, nah, that's not gonna go down. And they're gonna call him all type of words. They're gonna be like, he's controlling, and you feel me? He's trying to control my life, and he doesn't let me do what I need to do, and it's not the 50s anymore. So, it doesn't really work out with that type of chick if the guy is masculine. You understand what I'm saying? So, the type of woman that it's going to work out with is a woman that is feminine, straight up. One that is able to take leadership from a man, even though it might hurt her feelings or she's going to get a no every now and then. Okay. And then with that being said, love y'all. Peace.